Mic check. Yeah. Mic check, 1, 2. You know how we do.
IMHO.
Yo. Yeah. The truth is, the youth is, the future. Need to show them different, not what we used to. Gotta come together, change for the better. Better cheddar, put you through the shredder, only if you the will. Felt the pressure, ancestors gave their life for us to make it right. Not for giving up the fight. Shine the light so bright if we all unite. The time right, time now for new shit. Mrs. Max and your Robinson in charge, Lord. Put the serve on the front, better red too. I just verbalize the truth, then I kick it floor. What these two trying to do, bring it to a unit. Power in this speech, gotta learn before you teach. If each one reach one, better off with me. Tune in, nigga, change, gotta do it. Mrs. Max and your Robinson in surcharge, Lord, y'all. It's in my humble opinion. It's in my humble opinion. Shit.
In my humble opinion, WVAI 101 Jams, Sir Charles, Mrs. Maxilia, Razor, and you know what it is, 101 Jams, home of the Rise and Grind Morning Show. And gotta shout out that Soul Lounge, my man Clee Max, smoothing it out. And before him, you know, our man Total Praise with Chucky Hayes, setting that Sunday off right. Easy like Sunday morning. How you feeling, Max?
Doing all right, doing good. How y'all doing, Charlottesville?
Yeah. So another day, another conversation. And so y'all know how to reach us. Make sure your inbox is on Facebook, Gmail, you know how to get at us. Or call on up here to the station if you have any questions or comments, concerns. But all we've been hearing from y'all over the last 2 weeks, you know we're going to speak the peace for the people as we always do. IMHO 101 Jams online.
She said about winter and what the cold do. Everything's a season and some things you gotta go through. Believe me, I done seen it all. You're young talking to old you. When haters come around, look them down, tell them we don't owe you. You gon' lose some friends, but those circles are better than the ovals. A black man left the oval. Keep that style, you got soulful. The best of the best gon' fear you. Sky's the limit. See, I told you, you gon' be the difference between McDonald's, Burger King, and Whole Foods. Do your thing and slip through on them. Yeah, they ain't gon' have no clue. You won't need no toll booths. They'll pay attention. Hope do. They'll ask you for advice. Tell them the same thing I told you. Should be a crime to be this fly and awesome. And to think that love is all it costs. Feel like Jordan, it's the ball, the pistol toss. I'm the underdog and gold is what we flossin'. When they told me my chances of losing was higher than divorces. You gotta know your worth and work, cause I can't force it. Growing up, I shopped at Kmart and Ross. Celebrated every win and learned to learn from all my losses. I never signed paperwork without reading the clauses. My parents worked way too hard to not get credit for it. I'm a trip like Grace and Allen. Y'all never made me valid. I learned that from Felicia and Debbie Allen. I'm the other one, them another one's been screaming like Khaled. We don't match up, ask my stylist. I rock Nikes and New Balance. I drink water by the gallons. Y'all should call me captain. I was told to be the flow and not follow it. Why y'all acting? I'm the better version of what you used to thinking called talent. I've been banking, check my balance. You a better way from Skid Row. I owe Sally Mae, but owe my people way more. Got arrested on the 7th day and worked on me on day 4. I've been killing for a long time. My lawyer's got a case load. Yeah, my lawyer's got a case load. I cracked the code. It's no longer safe for y'all. Cujo's still the scariest of all the dogs. After that come all my dogs. Talent level through the walls. I'm the juggernaut, riding with my cardo lock. Coppers known to hang out on these kind of blocks. Don't get shot, they say we 3/5 human, while the rest of me is an Autobot. I'm really hot, you should ask my team and them. Jamla still the squad and my confidence. It's through the roof, I appreciate the compliments. Layla's wisdom, rest in peace, I love you, dear. I'm good, man. I got we good over here. We good over here. Yeah, we good over here. If you wrote me a letter, I'll probably make it a kite. I'm flying in bad weather and pray it gets struck by lightning.
IMHO Talk Show on 101 Jams. Sir Charles here right now. Thank you all for listening, staying tuned in to WVAI. You know how to find us, IMHO Talk Show on Gmail. On your social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.com, IMHO 101 Jams. So as always, we always like to bring, the good news to you all. Always like to rep Charlottesville, rep our city, rep our community, and the good folks who have so much good stuff going on for us, so much for us to learn and get involved in. It's a beautiful thing to be able to look around and see so much great work being done. And then to have this platform, to be able to be given this platform, to be able to reach out to the community and make sure that nothing slips by you, make sure nothing skips your radar. So some of you, if not most of you, I'm going to go ahead and say most of you. You all know the brother I got in the studio with me right now. No stranger to Seaville, for sure. We have Mr. Ty Cooper. He is the owner of LifeView Marketing and Visuals, LLC, and always doing good work, always bringing entertainment to town for the Charlottesville area. So, man, Ty, I know you've been up to a lot, man. You've been on the road like normal, been in New York, man. Catch us up, because I know you have some things where you want to make sure the community knows how to get involved, and if they want to learn more about what you do. So I'm glad you want to take the time to stop in and talk to our audience, man. But just kind of catch us up and let us know what's on the agenda right now for LifeView Marketing. Well, man, it's a lot, like you said, and but I definitely want, before we start, I want to say thank you for having me on the show. Yeah, man. This platform right here is really important. So to have this platform where you have people that's not even local on the show often as well. Yeah, calling in and stuff like that. So so I really appreciate it though, man. So support the home team. I'm not from Charlottesville or the area, but I try to give back a lot in Charlottesville because Charlottesville gave me so much. So I don't take it and then go somewhere else and spend it. You know what I'm saying? It's a circulation, and so like your show and others make it possible for me to do that. Good stuff. I really appreciate it. I wanted to start it off that way. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. And in your travels, let folks know, man, if they want to hear your interview or hear the show, we're streamed online as well. For sure. So, but I want to talk about Mingle. Okay. I think the short film Mingle that I filmed in New York. I think if we could talk about that process and how to get that. There's some people out there, some of your listeners who may be aspiring filmmakers. And may just kind of trying to figure out, okay, what steps should I take, and how do we make money from this, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. And you can't assume that people know when they actually may not know just because you know something. So I think it's best to just kind of talk about that process and let them, you know what I'm saying? And for sure, try to help out. That's what this show is about. Yeah, upliftment. So absolutely, man. Yeah, and let's get into it because I know that there's a lot of local folks who may have YouTube channels. I know there's a lot of Charlottesville is a hotbed for music, so there's a lot of guys getting into to video production, things like that. So. Yeah, so I'm definitely on the edge of my seat. I want to hear, like some of the tidbits and and some of the lessons that you've learned as a businessman in the in the video and marketing field. I'm getting more into video and production and filmmaking, and that's the humble beginnings right there. Like that's the stuff that I'm really learning, and I'm a student. You know what I'm saying? And I shot this short film, Mingle, and I still look at myself as a student. Because I'm still nervous about the process. Still nervous, man. I shot many videos for years, but I still get nervous, talking about it or showing it to someone. Yeah. But people like it a lot. I think there's some really good shots. Yeah. So do you think that's because it's always something to learn, like in the industry? Because I guess technology changes, and there's new directors and writers with different styles. So do you think that's where some of the nervousness comes from? Is always something new to learn? I believe so. I believe so. But also, I think the nervousness comes from me wanting to be the best at what I do, and wanting to be better, even if I'm not better than someone else, though. But being the best me. Gotcha. Being the best. If I'm directing, I want to be the best director that I can possibly be. And I don't practice enough to be the best director that I could possibly be. Yes. I know human resources. I know how to manage people. I know how to manage, different resources. But still, I respect the craft of filmmaking so much that I feel as I would never be where I want to be. Gotcha. I admire, my favorite are the Coen brothers.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So one of my favorite movies is my favorite movie is Scarface.
Okay.
So that's Oliver Stone in them. But but when it comes down to like these like creative shots and these long shots and just letting the action happen in front of the camera instead of the camera chasing the action. Like the Coen brothers, I love that, man. Like Old Country, No Country for Old Men.
Old Men,
that's one of my favorite Coen brothers.
Okay.
And you just like they just let the camera just sit still, and you just like, okay, what's going on? And I love that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I aspire to create that way.
Yeah. So then being in New York, I guess everybody could imagine how different that is from maybe shooting, local documentaries or commercials here in Charlottesville or Virginia.
Right.
So Alexa, what's some of your, the experience and learning lessons that you've had from doing a smaller market like this one and then going to New York and doing that documentary you're talking about?
Well, I wouldn't be able to do that in the Mingle not a doc. It's a short film.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a short film. But you got short docs too. But this is not a short doc. This is this is a comedy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Someone who I admire wrote it named Elisa Real. She actually had two this year and last year. She had two short films. She had a featurette, and she had a short film in Cannes the past 2 years. Cannes, some people call it Cannes.
Right. Depends on what side of the track you're from.
Yeah, but Cannes Film Festival in France, and so she wrote it. So a couple things I learned from this particular process. We came together organically. The film team, I volunteered to direct it. I had the film equipment, so I volunteered to film it, and that was shot. It was for a short film competition in New York for AT&T, and that was in February. So we ended up, we screened it and stuff like that. It was cool. People liked it. But then someone, one of the actors and my assistant AD, my assistant director named Precious Coleman. She's an actress. She's a phenomenal actress. She had turned to me and said, "Hey, you think you can, edit it, re-edit it, and then we could shop it to film festivals?" And then I was like, "Nah." I say I would like to reshoot it, then edit it, and then shop it. That way we just we wouldn't be under the gun, because that was for like an adrenaline type of project. We did it like in 30 hours, wrote it, filmed it, edited it, and screened it in like 30 something hours. So this one I typically have a little bit more time, and then so I got with the writer over the phone, because I was here and she was in New York, and we did a rewrite on some stuff and blah blah blah, and then reshot it, man, and I'm excited because we did an amazing job. Yeah, we did an amazing job. So I would say one of the lessons that I've learned, man, is really how to work with other people. I'm so independent that sometimes I'm just doing my own thing. It's just Ty Cooper this, and I'm just doing my own thing. And my goal is to collaborate more and really work together with other people, other creatives. And I think if I can do that, that would help me be a better filmmaker as well.
Right, gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And people want to work with you. And so I did, I was me on the set. I have more patience now because I'm a little older. I ain't had patience in my younger ages. So I'm a little bit more patient. And I know how to show people that I appreciate them. Okay. And I think you have to do that. You have to encourage actors. You have to encourage people. If we have to do cuts after cuts after cuts after cuts after cuts, or take after take after take, then that's what we have to do until we get it right. Yeah. But you treat people with fairness in the process. Right. And that way, because see, we reshot it. Remember I said we refilmed Mingle, right? From the first one that was 5 minutes long to this one, which is like 11 minutes and 30 seconds. So, and we kept the same team. I directed the first one and filmed the first one, did the cinematography and the lighting and so forth, and the team stuck with me to do it again. Yeah. And you only do that. You only have that typically, especially when it's like a short film that the whole cast is paying towards helping, pay certain expenses. They only gonna rock with you if they feel as though you can do it and that you're competent. Because if they don't feel as though you're competent or you treat them like trash, they're not going to do it. And they did it, and I was so proud of myself, and I was proud of the team. We call us the Mingle family.
Mingle family.
Yeah, the Mingle family. So
like that.
Yeah. So it worked out, man.
Good. So family, we are talking to Ty Cooper, owner of LifeView Marketing and Visuals.
Yo.
Hey, let's get a wine.
What's happening, y'all?
Get a room on the other side of town.
Come on, hey, listen, baby.
Hey, baby, I was thinking of you.
Hey, what you thinking of me? Hey, come on.
Hey, let's get away.
What?
Shawty, we can freak something if you're down.
Alright, what you were doing?
Hey, baby, I was thinking of you.
Oh,
Thinking
yo.
of you.
Well, hey, bet they be like, I know we tired of the nightlife. He want a wife, he just looking for the right type. Yeah, right, I be riding through the city lights. My hat bent to the side behind the lac tent. I'm chilling with Brazilian women, heavy accents. They black friends translating, got them all. Jason had relations with them in place. Sexy expressions on their pretty faces. Shout to see them kiss each other in their face. Young pimpin' sprung women across the 50 states. Got young ladies requesting what's your name on 50 stations. Asking me what's up. Want a demonstration, but I ain't waiting till the second date, I'm so impatient. Relieve them of their aggravation, take them roller skating on them datings. Tell them, baby, stick with me, you're going places. Go replace them, draw erase them out my memory. When they think of me.
Hey, let's get away.
Okay.
Get a room on the other side of town. Hey, baby, I was thinking of you.
Hey, what you thinking of me? Hey, sing it for me, baby.
Hey, let's get a wine. Shawty, we can freak something if you're down.
Tell them, shout.
Hey, baby, I was thinking of you. Thinking of you.
Yo, come on. Miami to Cali, from Vegas to Jersey. Got 'em in Houston, Virginia, New Orleans. You heard me out of. Classy ones like to act like they're virgin. And the nasty ones like when I talk to them dirty. But breaking the ice, got them laughing and flirting. They'll be removing their skirts when they hop in the bourbon. Once the flick start playing and the drink start kicking in. Attention on her, now she moaning and giggling. That's why I like chilling with women who like women. Light-skinned Asians, Jamaicans, and white women. Indians, Italians, Haitians, and Puerto Ricans. They be itching for their chance and waiting on me to freak. And they say,
Hey, let's get away.
okay.
Get a room on the other side of town.
Hey, you know I'm down,
Hey,
show.
baby, I was thinking of you.
Hey, what you thinking of me? Hey, tell them about it, baby.
Hey, let's get a wine. Shawty, we can freak something if you're down.
Hey, listen to me.
Hey, baby, I was thinking of you. Thinking of you.
What you thinking of me? Hey, excuse me, shouting, but I've been watching you now for a while. Your whole style, from your toe to the way that you smile, and I hope you ain't offended by the way that it sounds. But all I keep thinking about is laying you down, and I'm keeping it pimpin', I ain't playing around. Ain't got that kind of time, 'cause this the only day I'm in town. So come in, chillin' the cut if you willing to cut. And when you give me a hug, I be feeling you. Never so often while we talking, I'm feeling your car. We killing the bottle, wake up and tomorrow. Tell me would it trouble you if we ended up at the W? Slips of Malibu, pineapple juice in the. Now what you wanna do? Opportunity's right in front of you. Know you used to mean dudes, dodging them for a month or two. But young pimpin', spit linen to the young women. I'm TIP, know this for some women.
Hey, let's get a wine. Get a room on the other side of town.
Hey, tell her for me.
Hey, baby, I was thinking of you.
Listen, baby, what you thinking of me? 'Cause I was thinking of you.
Let's get away. Shawty, we can freak something if you're down.
Hey, what you would do?
Hey, baby, I was thinking of you. Thinking of you.
Oh, yo, come on, tell her.
Hey, let's get away. Get a room on the other side
What
of
it is, man, I'm
town.
saying, though.
Hey, baby, I was thinking of you.
I'm on my way there, you know. I'm going home.
Hey, let's
Just got
get
shit
a
beside me in
wine.
the truck.
Shawty, we can freak something if you're down. Hey, baby, I was thinking of you. Thinking of you.
Hey,
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Jazzy Finzel, T.I. collaborating jail, King of the South. Oh boy, him. Jazzy Finzel, T.I. Grand Hustle Daddy, so smooth, Daddy, futuristic, pimps up Daddy. Oh boy, yeah.
So, family, we are talking to Ty Cooper, owner of LifeView Marketing and Visuals, and we're sitting here. He's taking the time to give back. Man, a successful businessman, taking the time to give some of his successes and failures, just learning lessons overall, being in the film industry. So, Ty, one of the things that comes to mind from what you were saying is, in a smaller market, such as where we are here in Virginia, a lot of times I think people are, and you may say that this may have contributed to some of like your feelings when it came to being more independent, within your work, which is a lot of times in a small market is like you want to make a name for yourself so bad, and like so the way you feel like that you gotta be the end all be all, So I see that a lot, like within some of our small business owners, you know what I mean?
Know, man.
Or a lot of our music artists here locally. It's like you trying to break into a big market, so you feel like that, like you can't. Like sometimes you can't even feature another MC on your record. You know what I mean? Because you like he may take your shine.
Yeah.
So I mean, do you think that working in places like New York, Oklahoma, and everywhere you've been, like has that helped your business as far as saying everybody works with somebody? I can't do it all myself.
Yeah, true. That's actually right. There's a lot of things that I've done for many years by myself, and I think that, and I was very successful by myself. But the reality is that you can only get but so big by yourself. So it depends on how big you want to get. If being in Charlottesville, rapping or doing whatever you're doing, and you ain't trying to put people on, you're not trying to do collaborations, you're not trying to do, you know what I'm saying? You just want to do, it's just all about you. That's fine. If that's a level you want to get, that's as much as you want to learn, then so be it. But that's not me. Like as far as in Virginia and on the East Coast, this region and so forth, as far as being an event promoter, I got to that point, to the biggest of what I can be by myself. It was very successful. You know what I'm saying? But I also understand, and me being a filmmaker now, it's like, you know what? If you're really trying to learn, Ty, you're gonna have to surround yourself with smart people, talented people who you admire, people who you look up to. And even if they could be younger than me and even did less, but if I see a spark of energy in them that resonates with me from maybe when I was younger, I can identify with that. Yeah, I know. I'm like, yo, I need that back. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was a mini me right there. You know what I'm saying? But so then I can learn from that person. But you always have to give. It's a give and take situation. You have to be able to enrich other people's lives, just like you looking to be enriched. And it's not about yourself. It's all about lifting up each other and climbing. Mingle, for instance. The lead actor in Mingle, he's not this established actor, right? But when he did what he did, he did his thing in the first one. I was like, all right, I know where he's weak at. I know where his strengths are. So when we filmed the second time, the main thing for this particular actor was for him to show his facial expressions, because on these different dates that he went on in the movie, right, the characters, the women are off the chain crazy. Yeah. Right. Each one has a different personality, and you're gonna see it. Hopefully, hopefully if the film festival was accepted and screened it. So I'm not gonna give too much away. Yeah. He nailed it with the facial expressions. So when I edit it, there's some shots that's on him longer than what he wanted to be. When he's seen, he's like, Ty, it should be less shots on me. I said, nah, man, with your big eyes, because he got these big eyes. So, and when he's being blown away, basically, by what someone is saying to him, I captured those moments and those emotions. You know what I'm saying? I captured that. So, working with people, finding people's strengths and their weaknesses. Yeah. And then talking to them about their weaknesses, but talking to them about their strengths. You got to know how to get positive feedback. Yeah, for sure. Positive feedback is a skill set. Right. All right. So then for that young director that's saying, wow, like I think I have some pretty good content, or I have some great ideas. I've written a script, whatever the case is. What are those first steps that you recommend as far as what they need to do to be seen, to be heard? If they say, hey, I have a short independent film that I want to submit, like
just what's some of the insight that you would give to to an aspiring director?
For an aspiring director, I would say let me see here. I'm sorry about this, man. I would well, one thing I would do is make sure that you know about the craft. Like before you even think about working with someone else, make sure you know about your craft. Because if you don't know your craft, it's going to show. It's going to be misdirection, poor direction. It's going to be people you're not being able to really communicate with people because you don't really know what you're doing. So learn the craft of filmmaking. I think that would be really the most important first step. So go to YouTube.
Okay.
Pick up books.
I was going to ask you about that. Like, does that mean you got to go to school? Or does that mean
No. I didn't go to film school. I did not go to film school. Actually, Matt is on the character Tyler. He's actually on right now. He's just watching right now. All right. And he's the lead character that I was telling you about. With his facial expressions and how he nailed it. And he didn't like it. He didn't like certain parts because he didn't want it on him so long. But he nailed it. He did an amazing job. So Matt, you hear me? But so that's the first thing that a young director should do. Second is bring people who know what they're doing around you. So if it's actors, bring talented actors around you. Because talented actors waste less time.
Right, okay.
Cost less money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because time is money. So you bring those people involved. That's one of the second steps. And then at the same time, bring a good DP. If you have a budget for director of photography, whoever's going to do your cinematography, make sure they know what they're doing. And you just have to plan. Though a director, the biggest thing for a director, besides learning their craft, is planning. You got to plan out your shots. You got to plan out everything. If you don't have good planning skills, it's going to be real difficult for you. So you may have to storyboard. Like I storyboard. So sometimes locally I go to T-Bazaar. That's my spot. I really didn't want to. I really didn't want to mention it because I want people to crop my. Be too many people be there. Cause I like how it is now. But I must be honest. People. You should go to a spot. If it's in your home, cool. It's not in my home. I go to T-Bazaar and I'm writing out my storyboards. Right. I'm not a sketch artist, but I draw stick figures like a champ. So I'm drafting, and so that's me looking at the script and plotting my scenes and want to see how they're gonna look. You know what I'm saying? So I put them like that. I put them there, and just to give me a plan. It's part of the planning process. Right. That's one thing. So those are some of the main things I think a young director should do.
You're listening to In My Humble Opinion with Maxilia Robinson and Charles Lewis. Only on 101.3 Jams.
I know f***ing with a crook is whack. I lied, cheated, still took me back. What I do, turn around, ask you to cook me. Boof my work with a jerk, to tell the truth it hurts. Cause you even asked me to come through the church. What I do, act second rate. I stole $10 out of the collection plate. But I'm ready to change, you got my heart cause you smart and the sex is great. And you hate rap, I like that girl. I argue with Keisha, I ain't like that girl. You jump right out the car to fight that girl. You be that, you ain't have to bite that girl. And my baby got the best styles. And my whip, she ain't never got the test drive. Cop to the X5. You paid attention when no one acknowledged me. This is my public apology. Holla, big. We could get the drop top, we'll come through on the bike, we could go where you want, we could do what you like tonight.
Hey, baby, let's get out of here. Let's go somewhere.
Where you wanna go? Where? Italy? What? Sicily? Tell me, girl, Disney World?
He's the kind of guy that will say, hey, baby, let's get away, let's go someplace where I don't care. He's the kind of guy that will give everything and trust your heart, share all of your love, till death do you part. I wanna be what he wants, when he wants it, and whenever he needs it. When he's lonesome and feeling lost, I'll be there to feed it. Loving him a little bit more each day. Turns me right on when I hear him say, hey, baby, let's get out of here. Let's go. Baby,
We could get the drop top, or come through on the bike. We could go where you want, we could do what you like tonight.
hey, baby, let's get out of here. Let's go. Baby,
Where? Italy? What? Sicily? Tell me, girl, Disney World? You helped me work when we was 12 and a half. You said, Ken, what the dog? We 12 and a half. Now a house costs millions, 12 and a half. But I still got them 12 in the stash. You can't even get mad, say what the hell, just laugh. Standing there beautiful, like what I'm gonna do with you. You wanted me to go to school and just play ball. What I do, go to school with that ball. It come to, yeah, I dealt that. I'm a hustler though, I can't help that. You was there when I flipped my first birds. Now we gon' see my son take his first words. And absurd, I ain't wanna be no singer, ma. I just wanna 8 carats on your finger, ma. Since we're young, you thugged me, I thugged you. You hugged me, I hugged you. You love me, I love you. We could get the drop top, or come through on the bike. We could go where you want, we could do what you like tonight. Where? Italy? What? Sicily? Tell me, girl, Disney World? Disney World? We could get the drop top, or come through on the bike. We could go where you want, we could do what you like tonight. Where? Italy? What? Sicily? Tell me, girl, Disney World?
You got me dreaming.
Family, we are talking to Ty Cooper, owner of LifeView Marketing and Visuals LLC, in the building, in the studio with IMHO Talk Show. Because constantly has some good product out there for us to watch. So y'all be on the lookout for these film festivals coming up in the fall and in the future for the brother's work that's coming out. And he wanted to give some insight on those who may also be interested in how to enter into film festivals, what they're looking for, their aspiring directors, just giving you good information that you usually don't get this for free. You know what I mean? Like, so Ty and I may have to set up some sort of, PayPal or something. I don't know, subscription service for this one.
Yep. I'll send a script invoice out to anyone who needs it.
Yeah, consultation. He's going to give you a consultation fee. But, so Ty, so definitely, let us know about this film festival process, that you have so much experience in. And for those who think that they may have a product worthy of being entered in one, what would you say to that person?
Well, there's a few ways. Well, for one, there's hundreds, if not thousands, of film festivals around the world. Too many of them. But many of them are good festivals, and they are an outlet and a platform for you to show your body of work. You have to submit to it, though. And the way you get to them, there's two portals out there that's really, I would say, really the most popular and the most effective. And you have withoutabox.com.
Okay.
And you have filmfreeway.com. But before you go there, make sure that your body of work is decent. Make sure that the audio, the sound, because no one really want to sit through bad sound, right? Right. You'll kind of sit through. Hey, you see Blair Witch Project made tons of money, so you'll sit through some footage, right? But the reality is that people, you want to put out a good body of work. That doesn't mean that every film festival is going to accept it, because what's good to you may not be good to someone else. But if you could bring someone else into it to view it, you know what I'm saying? And then, but someone that's honest.
Right, vetted in front of a audience that's going to be honest. Not your mama, because your mama going to say it's good.
Because like, for instance, with Mingle, I'm going to tell you what my mom did with Mingle, right? And I was upset, but I wasn't upset, but with Mingle, I show her just in the camera, because I didn't edit it yet, but I showed her this last scene. I wanted to see what she thought about it. And she was like, oh, that's nice, blah, blah, blah. So time went on. I've been editing the movie, and I was like, yo, you know what? This last scene, I need to reshoot this. It's ambiguous. People don't know, they don't know what's really going on, and I don't want to explain what it is on air, because I don't want to give anything away. But it was really ambiguous. Actually, I edited the whole movie on Facebook Live, but they didn't see what I was doing. They just was looking at me, and I was just giving commentary of what I was doing, without giving away what I was doing. So if I had a continuity issue, let's say I picked up this phone right now, put it to my face, and then put it back down, and I shot that same scene over and over, 3 different angles, but I may have picked up with my right hand in one of them. I had a continuity issue on one of them. So I had to use a different angle, and you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So it's things that you have to do. But so as far as my mom, so I was editing that and showing, just telling people, I said, oh man, I'm coming up against this. Oh man, this is not right. So I was going through the whole process with them, and I purposely edited a little bit every day. Because I wanted to get the people on Facebook connected to what I was doing.
Okay.
Everybody, not everyone, but many people know that I shot this film called Mingle. Right? They wouldn't have known that if I didn't do the Facebook Live for 18 days. Right.
Yeah, you may have started a new trend.
Maybe.
I never heard of a director doing that.
Yeah. So, I try to do that because I really want to get people connected. Because, like I tell some people, I'm a marketer before I'm an artist. I've been marketing since I was in high school. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So I've been a marketer, but so I have both of those worlds, and so that's why I did that. That's one of the reasons why I did that. But anyway, back to so my mom. So when I edited Mingle, and I was doing that last scene, I was like, man, I don't like it. It's too ambiguous. It's a short film, and I don't need anyone to be wondering what just happened. What happened? I want people. There's still a what happened, but it's obvious to you. So you have a choice of saying to yourself, oh, so and so is this way, or so and so is just this way. It's different between that and being ambiguous. So when I showed my mom, and then when I told her, I said, hey mom, I'm gonna be in New York on my birthday and Father's Day. I'm gonna take y'all out. I said, but I'm gonna shoot. The next day on Sunday, I'm gonna shoot. I want to shoot that last scene. You remember that last scene when the guy was running here and there? And he said, oh yeah. I said yeah. She said yeah. I said yeah. I said, yeah, cause I said it's too confusing. People won't know what was happening. She said, yeah, I know. I said, so if you knew that, why you didn't tell me? Why you didn't tell me? You said you liked it. Well, I did like it, but but it was still confusing.
Right.
I was like, Mom, I need to know that. That's why I showed you in the first place.
Yep.
Yeah, so that kind of thing. And so you gotta make sure you show it to someone, or just tell people to keep it real with you. Mm-hmm. I just showed someone last night at the X Park.
Okay.
A friend of mine, she was in a music video I shot for a Vibe Riot. Okay. So I took her, we went outside and around the building and showed her, and she was laughing at the part that she needed to laugh at.
Right. Yeah,
and then,
gotcha.
And then a friend of mine, the photographer, seen it. I showed it to him. I let him see it, and he was like, "Yo, Ty, those shots are amazing." He's a photographer. Okay. He's like, "Yo, them shots." He said those. He said, it was so professional. I said, yo, what do you mean? Like, what do you expect? He said, no, not like that. I'm just saying, it was just like, I just didn't know what to expect exactly. Like, I didn't know it was going to be like that good. Right. So Mingle, yeah. And I showed it to her, and I went on an artist retreat and showed it to the, to a selected few artists. Artists, we keep it real with one another because it's a group of us, and our purpose is to critique and give feedback.
Yeah, it's important.
And I got some feedback. I got feedback, and they loved it. Nice. So I know I got something good on my hands. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think and Mingle was fun to shoot. Talented artists, talented individuals, and it was just amazing to be part of that process, particularly in New York, man. Going to New York, a friend of mine let me use his loft on 67th and Central Park West, across the street from Tavern on the Green. And beautiful loft, big windows, like. Man, about the size of this building, and it was just amazing when you have support like that, but people support you like that, man, when you are doing good and you're good by people, and that's one of the things I go back to, earlier, just how you treat people, man, and it just all comes full circle. Right, yeah. It all comes full circle.
Yeah, and I know that there's some of our high schools that have some great drama departments, and I know that they've been getting more into the actual film piece of it, not just stage, the staging part. And of course, in a market like New York, of course, this show that we're on is streamed worldwide, so there's gonna be people listening from different aspects, of their starting point when it comes to the film industry. But I'm curious because you sound like, not to put you on the spot, but you sound like somebody who would be perfect for doing something for that burgeoning director or screenwriter who's out of high school and maybe have been in the drama department, maybe went to PVC, but now they're at that point to where like they feel like that they're ready to be professional with it. But now I know we have live arts downtown. I don't know if you're involved in that at all. But
now I wrote three short. I've written 3 short plays for live arts. Okay. Yeah. In the past.
So then the resources locally, or maybe even yourself, what would you recommend to people within our area that's thinking that I want to shop my idea to somebody?
Okay. Well, 2 things. October 19th at PVCC. I have a documentary filmmaking workshop, free. It's free for the community, no cost or anything. You just come. It's a 4-hour workshop. Nice. That's one thing that you can actually come to. That I'm actually teaching. Teaching and with my cameras on stage, lighting on stage, having an actor on stage to set up for like an interview style shoot and all that stuff. You getting hands-on experience. You come and touch the camera. You're gonna position the camera. We're gonna show it on the big movie screen. Yeah. So all that. That's October 19th. If I'm mistaken, go to my website, lifeviewmarketing.com, lifeviewmarketing.com. And it's up there. It's free. Like I said, it's free. You can just email me, or you can just show up, or whatever. But so that's a resource for you. I mean, that's why you tuning into the station, to the show, in my humble opinion, for some resources. Yeah, and that's a resource for you. It's free. PVCC. That's Piedmont Virginia Community College. If those don't know, 501 College Drive. But then 2, you can always reach out to me to like for advice, anything like that. I'm here. I'm a resource, and I do want to see people get. I want to see more people get into this field of filmmaking because it's more accessible for you to get into these days. It's easier. It's more easily accessible now. With the cameras being cheaper. You got people who have shot movie that's been in movie theaters on an iPhone 5. Tangerine, which was in Sundance, was shot on the iPhone 5. It had a DSLR app which you could just download. But it was shot with the iPhone, and it actually got major release on iPhone.
There you go.
So there's no excuses. Now, are there rules to filmmaking? Yes, there's certain rules, and those rules are always broken, but usually it's broken by people who know the rule.
Yeah, how to sort of skate the boundaries.
Yeah. Like in Mingle, right? I broke the 180 rule, the 180 shuttle rule. So the 180 rule, excuse me. So I'm shooting two characters. Woman's on the left, woman's on the right. There's a plane in the middle of them, right? An imaginary line. You don't cross that line and shoot because it could throw the audience off. I shot it kind of wide, right? So, but then I went around them on purpose for artistic reasons. I went around them. But the woman ended up being on the right side now, and the man on the left. But it was a close up, and it wasn't disorienting because you knew who they were. You knew what they were doing. You seen her. I don't like giving anything away, but you seen her doing something for him, helping him out in the wide shot. And then when I went around them to the other side, which I changed the orientation, you still see her doing it. You're not like, oh, okay, what happened? Where's she at? Like, what's going on? Because they're still both in the shot, but I just did and they're both two different shots. There's a close up and a wide shot, so you can break the rule. So you just got to know the rule, and that's the thing about it. You have to know your craft. I would say go to YouTube. People can always reach out to me. Email. I'm very accessible. My email address is ashureshot1@gmail.com. That's ashureshot1@gmail.com. Or just go to my website and you can get me that way. I'm here to help, man. Like, I'm here to help. I'm here to do collaborations too.
Okay.
But okay, I gotta say this though. I'm not gonna do a collaboration with just anyone because not everyone is really serious about the work.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you're not serious about the work, I'm not,
Don't waste your time.
Yeah, I'm not wasting my time. I'm not gonna waste your time because by me leading you on and you're not really truly about the craft and really about learning, you're just about an ego, like we were talking about earlier, how some people just want to do, it's just about them and not collaborating, you know what I mean? You can't just come to me just because. You need to be able to come to me and me know that you would go to the next person too. Because it's not just about you looking at me like, oh, Ty can help me. Oh, this person can't help. I'm not doing that with him. Ty can help. Ty doing it.
Right.
Nah, man. I can't. If I pick that up, then because it's not about me. It's about you working with this person and that person. We all coming up together.
Right.
You know what I mean?
like that. I like that.
That's a serious thing, and some people just don't get it.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Maybe whomever's in their life just didn't teach them that.
Yeah. Hey, that's how it is sometimes.
That's how it is sometimes.
Yeah. IMHO family, we've been talking to Ty Cooper, owner of LifeView Marketing and Visuals LLC. Man, make sure y'all look that brother up. Follow the work. Reach out, like he said. If you serious, if you really real, then definitely don't hesitate to follow your dreams.
Yes.
But polish your craft. Polish your craft first before you want to step with the big dogs.
Yep.
You're listening to In My Humble Opinion with Maxilia Robinson and Charles Lewis. Only on 101.3 Jams.
Let me try something real quick.
If I gave you forever, would you take care of me? Would you take me for granted? Run away. Those wonderful things that you do, they got me feeling in love with you, in love with you. The loving you with each day comes so naturally.
IMHO family,
You know?
we've been talking to Ty Cooper, owner of LifeView Marketing and Visuals LLC. Man, make sure y'all look that brother up. Follow the work. Reach out, like he said. You know, if you serious, if you really real, then definitely don't hesitate to follow your dreams.
Yes.
But polish your craft. Polish your craft first before you want to step with the big dogs.
Yeah, I just saw Ike. You know, Ike was at the event last night, the X Park.
Yeah, oh yeah,
and,
my man.
and I just told him, I said, yo, man, I'm writing another script right now, and I said, yo, bro, I want you in that joint. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And he's local.
Yeah.
So I want people to understand that I'm not just going to New York and like, yo, Charlottesville don't got anything. No, not at all. I went to New York for a purpose. That purpose was met. But you know, but I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing stuff everywhere. I'm trying to do stuff everywhere. You know, I just came back from Oklahoma shooting. So it's not about me not trying to have people. Actually, someone, a Charlottesville person is in Mingle.
Okay.
But they doing the voice. They doing the voice acting for this announcer role.
Okay.
So announcer role. So, and I wanted to do it here. I could have got someone. I could have did it when we was in New York.
Right.
But one of the actors.
Yeah.
Changing her voice.
Yeah, that's dope.
But I wanted to get. I said, I'm not gonna. I want to get someone in Charlottesville.
That's
so
real.
so I'm really truly about that. So you know, this is not a game for me. This is like real. I want to just grow with one another and do that. So I told Ike, I said, yo, man, I said, you can play the role of anyone, but this character that I'm writing in here is a small role, but this character I'm writing, I see you.
Yeah,
I see
perfect
Ike.
for you.
You don't even have to act, just read. Because it's really, I'm writing it because I'm like, yo, I could be a good, and actually it's a school teacher.
Nice, okay.
Yeah, well,
okay.
yeah.
We'll see that.
Yeah, so you know, hey. Yeah, there's a lot of projects coming up, man. I just kind of want to kind of focus more so on the Mingle project that I'm. So I sent that out to 8 to 9 film festivals so far, and got some waiting for the finals. But I got some pretty decent feedback, I think, from this one festival. You know, so I feel good about that. You know, so I'm about to shoot the trailer now. About to edit the trailer. Yeah, because they asked for a trailer, and usually they ask for a trailer when they think they're gonna You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm doing what they said. They didn't say I'm in it. Yeah. They didn't say Mingle was in it. They just said, well, do you have a trailer? Can you, I would like for you to upload it, please. Let me know when you. And we went back and forth for emails. A film festival not going to go back and forth with you if they're not taking your work. Right. Yeah. Or even considering it.
Yeah.
He said that some of the judges already watched it and already graded it. He didn't say what they graded it. They could have gave it an F. I doubt that though.
Yeah, why would they want a trailer?
Yeah, exactly. See, I'm a logical guy, man. So, but if I'm mistaken, if I'm reading too much into it, I'll find out. But hey, I'm doing the trailer. I wasn't gonna do the trailer until I got a list of people accepting it, festivals accepting it, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it now since that came up from a festival programmer's mouth, email. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And so anyway, like I said, we have Charlottesville people in it. We had someone from Charlottesville that did all the engineering, original scoring for it as well. They composed the music for the whole movie. So, and they from Charlottesville. They live in Durham, but he's from Charlottesville.
Yeah. Oh, nice,
so you can't say that, Charlottesville not in the building.
That's right. Supporting local right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, Ty, brother, keep doing what you do, man. And, this is always a home base for you. Keep us abreast, man. Keep us posted on what you got going on, and we continue to support and spread the word.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
All right. IMHO Talk Show.